So another one of these red flags that you may be part of an unhealthy organization, church, or narcissistic system in a church is what we would call overcomplication in service. So basically, what I'm not talking about a large church who has lots of ministries, who has kind of a complex structure, but does it very well and is very organized. I'm talking about when you go to volunteer in a ministry at that church and it feels like you've been thrown into the deep end of the pool to sink or swim. So what'll happen is maybe you have a ministry you really think is important, so you want to start it. So you go to the board, or you go to the pastor, or you go to whatever leadership structure in that church, and you float this idea, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure, we can do that. And so they allow you to do it, but they give you no help. What churches like this will do is they will not provide you with good curriculum. They won't provide you with good training. They won't allow you to serve in another ministry and mentor under somebody to get you ready for that position. They won't give resources, or they're stingy with the resources toward that ministry, because secretly, many times they want to see the ministry fail. Not because they want the ministry or the church to fail, because they want you to fail. And what will happen is when you go in, you have you have to rely completely on the leadership to make every decision, to go forward with anything. You're completely beholden to them, and that's the point. It's that centralizing of power back to the leaders to make sure that no volunteers or no minor staff get too much power. And so if you want to be in a healthy church will give their volunteers training, will give them curriculum, will give them the rules, the regulations, the expectations up front, and most of the time in writing. You want things in writing so you can look at it and say, okay, here's how I succeed. If I'm going to be successful in this ministry, I need to go this route, and I need to avoid these things because this is where the church stands. In an unhealthy church, the rules, the regulations, it'll almost be like pulling teeth to try to get that documentation. The leaders hoard all the information and do not disseminate it out. So really, they're setting you up to fail. And when you fail, they can look and go, well, the problem was you. You were the problem. You're not a good leader. You're not a good teacher. You're not a good this. You're not a good that. That's too bad. Well, maybe you should just leave it up to us, the experts. So that is a red flag that you are part of a narcissistic or an unhealthy system, is that every bit of information you need to succeed is hoarded by the leadership, and they are very stingy with actually helping you succeed in that ministry.